Hello, friends. Welcome to the channel. The name is Wachi, and I'm back with another amazing information. So, recently, I've been thinking about the fact that so many people are controlled by their emotions. That is, you get in some unexpected occurrence or something that really troubles you, and that alone can determine what you do for the rest of your life. And at times, you see, life doesn't work the way you want it to. Sometimes you can pass through some emotions, some particular events that can alter the way you see life. I remember I've been through certain situations where people have disappointed me, and people have I really trusted did something to me that altered my life, and I had to keep walking around, uh, thinking that people are going to betray me again. There was a particular decision I wanted to make, and everything looked like it was perfect, sorted out. But here's the case: things didn't work the way I wanted it to work. So at the end of the day, do I have to keep pondering on it and keep making that decision particularly affect my life? That is what I'm presenting to you today. We should limit how much we let emotions control us. Recently, I watched a video where a man was talking about the American military, those in charge of the ICBMs, that is intercontinental ballistic missiles. Yes, those people who are in charge of very heavy decisions. You see, those people, if they are not mentally strong and they are emotional people, they can be like, okay, my girlfriend broke up with me. I am sad. I'm depressed. So the whole world should go in shambles. Do you get it? Those people are trusted with those decisions or those particular positions because they are not controlled by their emotions. It is very important for you to be consistent with your routine, for you to be consistent with your goals, instead of being emotional with your goals. If you have to stand up and show up, you have to stand up and show up, regardless, because no matter what you do, you have to show up, and showing up is the only way you can make it happen. Yes, showing up is the so when I watched this video, you see, the guy was saying that this guy is a very, very young guy, relatably. But here's the case: he has been entrusted with such a big position. And listen, for you to be entrusted with launching of ICBMs, that means intercontinental ballistic missiles. That means you don't really react based on your emotions. So much so that you don't wake up one day and be like, I feel like just ending it all. So you just wake up, launch the sequence, and destroy the whole world. You see, there has to be a consistency with how much you show up. If you have to always work out, you have to go to the gym and work up. You work out, you show up. It shouldn't be like, I don't feel like this, I don't feel like that. That is the way you get bent in life. I didn't know this actually, but after thinking about it and looking at my life and how I usually did my stuff, I realized that this emotion thing has to be dealt with. This emotion, like always feeling sad because something didn't go well and you ponder over it. Sometimes you have to isolate yourself from whatever situation you find yourself. Whatever occurrence, sometimes just externalize yourself. Think of yourself like you are outside the situation and the situation is playing out. It shouldn't affect you, it shouldn't get so much to you. So that you have to show consistency, and consistency and always showing up has nothing to do with emotions, because there are certain times you are not going to feel like posting, there are certain times you are not going to feel like working out, you are not going to feel like actually showing up for your goals. Sometimes you wake up and you feel so lazy, you feel so down, depressed, but the only way you get to avert situations or you get to change your situation is for you to show up. So what happens if you don't show up? All the people looking up to you are going to be like, okay, you've disappointed us. We don't see a sense of fulfillment from whatever you are doing because you are not showing up. With the least challenge or least hardship, you just crumble. You just crumble under pressure. You just don't feel like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Yes, sometimes life sucks. Sometimes life has a lot of unexpected occurrences. But when you let it get to you, that is what affects your growth. It affects your growth. So it's very important for you to be very careful with your emotions, because emotions is the reason why a lot of people have not achieved their goals. And emotion, as we see it, is very volatile. It's very flexible. You can be up today, you can be down tomorrow. So emotion is not the reliable means of motivation, especially if you want to do something. Regarding business, let's talk about Jeff Bezos, for instance. When Jeff Bezos started his company, for about 10 years, almost a decade, the company was not making any profit. So just imagine you are in a business and the business is just not making any profit for about 10 years, getting to 12 years. And you have to stay around and watch your business bleed its money, just wasting money. And on top of that, you are always granted interviews to go to places and talk about your business. And the first thing any interviewer says is, uh, your business is highly unprofitable. Why? And you have to explain to them that it's an investment. I am investing into the future. So for now, it's not making profit. So just imagine what happens to you as an individual when you start a venture, and every interview you go to, that is what they are asking you. Are you going to let emotions get to you and be like, oh, people are saying this, so I'm stopping what I'm doing? You see, the longer you stay out, the longer you stay and wait for whatever results you are looking for, that is when you are going to realize that something good was coming. Because trust me, a lot of the good things you want in your life, most of them don't come from instant gratification. Most of them are from delayed gratification. Whether you are going to the gym to get your body looking nice, whether you want to start a business, whether you want to start content creation, whatever you want to do, a lot of the rewards are not instant. Most of them are going to be delayed, and for majority of the time you are going to stay idle. Like, it's going to look as if nothing is going on until it happens. Just like an iceberg, you see, when somebody sees you successful, they don't know that a lot of things has gone in. You don't know that an iceberg has a bigger ice under it that is making it suspend in the on top of the water. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. So most businessmen have been in situations where they were depressed. They had to stay home, think about their lives. They had to sometimes cry because they didn't know where the business was going until it worked. But trust me, are you going to stay around longer to be successful, or you are going to quit because your emotions tells you so? So when you're at that position where someone rejects you, especially when you're in a relationship and someone rejects you, you start a business and it's not flourishing the way you want it to go, are you going to just quit under pressure, or you're going to keep moving? Because that is the only way you get things done. That is the only way something good can come out of whatever you're doing. Yes, that is the fact. For those of you who are watching me and you feel depressed, you feel sad, you feel that your life is in shambles and you are not getting anything out of it, comment in the comment section. Motivate yourself, okay? Comment in the comment section. What do you feel? How are you moving around in life? What has been your source of motivation? Is it from your emotions or your consistency? Because your ability to show consistency, whether rain or shine, is what is going to make you successful. I was looking at my exam scores and a whole lot of things, and I realized that I had been inconsistent. There are some semesters I worked very hard, certain semesters I didn't work very hard, and it was all because of my emotions. So just looking at my scores and everything, it made me realize that there's something wrong with relying on emotions. Yes, when you rely on emotions, you're not going to be consistent with your results as well. Because if you want your results, your outcome to be consistent, or you want to stay around longer enough to get the result of your labor, then you have to be consistent. And it has nothing to do with emotions. You always default to the routine. That is the fact. You always have to default to the routine. You don't default to your bed because you are feeling sad. You go out there and you grind. You go out there and you keep pushing till something happens. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the MOED series, and my name is Boache. Don't forget to comment in the comment section and also tell me what you think about this content. Subscribe if you've not subscribed to this channel. And once again, thanks for watching. Till we meet again, stay safe. Peace.